Mr. Mayor, there's no question that Connecticut's high cost of living might dissuade people from moving here. The typical residents pay both healthy state income taxes, among the 10th highest in the country, and high local property taxes, the third highest. How will you, as our next governor, make this state affordable to live, especially for the working class?
Ganim, again, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I've talked often about the top 1% and the top 1% and this concept of 2 Connecticuts and how we need to focus on making our state overall more affordable. I look at the inequities and I look about how property taxes in our urban centers are sometimes twice or more than they are in our surrounding towns. And I look about and I talk about the educational formula, how students in one school district can matriculate through a public school system that has twice the funding per pupil, and ask why. And I think on a statewide policy we have an obligation to fix that. And I don't think it's that hard. And clearly I've tried to repeat, it's not about taking money from one, let's talk about schools, one school district, and taking it away from a district and giving it to another. But it's a fair and equitable formula. And the same with property taxes. If we don't get a handle on the high property taxes and the impact it's have as the most regressive tax, both for supporting public education and local government, then we're never going to get our arms around this inequity in Connecticut. So as I go forward, I put forth a program that says if we're going to cut a tax first, or hold the tax down and provide relief, it's going to be for property taxes. If you're going to go first on that, it's probably going to be the seniors first, who have fixed incomes. And let's work our way from there. If we can do that, as we look at our cities, as I've mentioned before, as the places for job growth, as engines, one of the things has got to be affordability and fair funding for schools. So I would reset those formulas. I'd put forth to the General Assembly a budget that contains a fair formula, both to equalize and reduce, if I can, the burden of property taxes on residents, predominantly in our urban centers, and a formula that funds fairly public education across the board.
Both Dr. Ellison and